Is there any lesson you learned making season 1, or maybe a particular thing that fans responded to that surprised you that you're at least back pocketing and hoping to use as a positive influence on season 2?
I mean, the creative is really all what's gestating in Noah's mind. And what's thrilling is he does have a very strong sense, from what he's shared to date, of where he wants to go and where he's ultimately taking this story. So that's thrilling to know, because that doesn't exist with a lot of series. I think the only part I could really speak to is there were a massive number of lessons learned executing and trying to create something of this magnitude, and trying to hit sort of that qualitative level that really made it worthy of being in the Alien franchise, was a lesson for each and every one of us each day. We hadn't really ever tried to take on something like this, particularly in a series form. So there was a lot to learn about whether the creatures themselves would even work. I mean, one of the things I remember saying to Noah early on is, and I remember Ridley said this to me, it's like, it's one thing to build one creature, to be able to conceive of 4 more fresh creatures and be able to have not only some sense of what their expression, their life cycle, all that we will come to discover about them, but then to manifest them on screen in a convincing way. That's a tall order. I think the part we were most enthralled with is to be able to realize and have a cast like this that can bring these roles forward in such a distinctive and compelling way, because that's really the goal. I mean, if you don't get the visual effects right, you can survive if people are so connected to and so invested in these characters. I think, fortunately, because of the craftspeople we had on this, we hit it on all fronts, and that doesn't happen often, and it's pretty thrilling.